Hi, this is Nicole from Group 4. To better showcase the group's thought process, we'll be breaking down the group's project through a guided interview. I'll be interviewing Wani, Jiajian, and Joey. So let's get started. Wani, could you please introduce yourself and also start by sharing how did the group approach the project?
Thanks, Nicole, for moderating this interview. So our project aims to help make MediaCorp services more accessible and more used by new homeowners. We started off by understanding the new homeowners landscape and its relevant trends, so that the team can be better informed in creating an appropriate solution. With the basics done, the team then created a framework to tackle the problem, ensuring that our solution supports and aligns with MediaCorp's overall vision, which is to be Singapore's national media network.
With so many areas identified, how did the group get started?
We started by breaking down the problem statement deeper into its constituent parts, laying out the components we needed in order to paint a complete picture of the issues surrounding the problem statement. First, the accessibility problem, and second, the user engagement problem. To address these areas, we needed to identify the following. Who are the new homeowners? What are their media consumption habits and behaviors? What are the trends going forward? What services do MediaCorp currently offer, and what have they done in the past? And finally, how can MediaCorp continue to play a role in this? We then laid out the objectives of our research, focusing on consumer behavior of new homeowners, general media consumption trends, purchasing trends for homeowners, consumer pain points, and what MediaCorp has done in the past and what are they currently doing. To better understand the outline objectives, as well as the prevailing trends surrounding our problem, we knew we needed to collect relevant primary data. Through the collected primary data and supported by our secondary research, we can then address the areas of concern that were highlighted, such as defining the new homeowners and creating a targeted persona for the new homeowner.
Now I'd like to turn to JJ. So how did the team carry out the research?
We first started by using our secondary research to create a few hypotheses of the consumer behavior of these new homeowners so that they can be tested against the primary data that we have gathered. For example, we believe that new homeowners are more likely to have and to continue to subscribe to streaming services, and that they would choose to buy a TV but not connect an antenna to access free-to-air services. Next, we crafted our survey questions to validate the various hypotheses that we have across 5 different sections. First, we have demographics. Second, we have consumer segment, which helps us to understand and to segment our target audience by the duration to which they were planning to move into their new homes. Third, we have consumer behavior questions that give us a deeper understanding of our selected target audience. Some questions we asked were, what kind of services and media outlets do they regularly access? What's their preferred source of recommendations for what media to consume? What kind of devices do they plan to get in their new homes? Fourth, their knowledge and perception of MediaCorp services. Are they aware of MeWatch? Do they use it at all? And if not, why don't they use MeWatch? And finally, what are the gaps when it comes to accessibility? For example, do new homeowners know how to access MediaCorp services? And if not, how can MediaCorp address these gaps? So these questions enables us to create solutions that specifically target new homeowners' preferences and behaviors. And in order for us to get as many relevant respondents for our survey, we incentivize the target audience with vouchers, and we sent our survey through various channels, specifically BTO Facebook groups, as well as reaching out to friends and relatives who we know have plans or just got their new homes.
Thanks, JJ. The survey is designed to align consumer consumption preference in Singapore, and with what we have gathered from our secondary research, the focus group discussion will allow us to confirm our analysis and dive deeper into certain topics with our participants, such as highlighting the motivation of new homeowners' consumer behavior, what are some of their needs and preference, and how MediaCorp can actually play a part in their media consumption preference. For the focus group discussion, we interviewed people in these 3 segments. Firstly, people who have actually moved in within the past 1 year. Secondly, people who have actually moved in less than a year. And then people who are moving in more than 1 year time. This is so that we can create our solution to target new homeowners at different stages and also the different touch points in their journey. And also to test out and receive feedback from our participants for some of our initial solutions that we have came up with, we have actually used $10 vouchers to incentivize our participants. And due to COVID-19, we decided to actually use Zoom to carry out and record the focus group discussion. Throughout the recess week, our team actually conducted 10 one-to-one discussions. And I'm proud to say that our extensive research has paid off, and that our solutions are substantially supported by invaluable insights gained.
Thank you. Well, we really appreciate all of you for coming down on the show, and we wish you all the best for the project.